Today's video is a bit like a behind the scenes video about what I'm up to in 2024, the Tour de France challenge, and taking on something that I saw a GCN presenter do and decided to do a little bit of a twist on it. I'm climbing up Femina, gonna go and see a mate of mine, Andy. We can go and do a big ride together. But he said he might be running late because of work, so it could just be me on my own. Anyhow, after pretty much a turbulent week here at Mallorca, with the weather just being not that friendly, pretty thundery most days, I thought I'd do a little video and talk about what my plans are for next year and the Tour de France challenge that I had planned and what I'm going to do with that.
You are made of gold, show no mercy.
It's looking pretty hazy as you head towards Sarcolobra, which is where I'm going, because I can go past Sarcolobra down to Soler for coffee and a bit of cake.
Place your bare feet on the ground, let me hold.
Well, that's me got to Top of Pug, and I think this is the first time I've ever got here and it's been completely to myself. I normally get here and there's loads of different cyclists. It just shows you at this time of year you can get the roads to yourself. Let's talk about my Tour de France challenge that I was thinking about doing next year. Now, after Land's End to John O'Groats, Andy and Liz and I sat down and talked about how we thought it went. We said it's going to be a big challenge for us to take on, and Andy and Liz were really honest, saying look, for a month it's a lot to take on, and I totally understand where they're coming from, and really, if I'm honest, I'm just not in a position to take that time off from Velo Performance. Velo's growing and I've got coaches starting, and it seems a little bit indulgent for me to take that time off. So we're going to put that back by a couple of years, which I think is sensible because it gives us way more time to organise it and get Velo in a place where I don't need to be around when I go and do this challenge. It's not fair to the coaches that I support, and it's not fair to my athletes and cyclists that I coach for me to go off next year and just do a challenge and make me a priority. And I don't want that for Velo. I want Velo to be really strong and solid, and I think another 2 years growing that and consolidating it and really planning the Tour de France challenge so we know that we can just really pour ourselves into it without having to think about anything else is definitely the right way to go. So that's now on the back burner, and we're looking to do that in about 2-3 years. So roughly when I hit 55, I reckon I'll be in good shape for that. So I've stopped off in Soler, had something to eat, and I was thinking about telling you guys what I'm thinking about doing next year, because some of my mates were saying, look, come and do the 312 again next year, Simon. And I'm like, do you know what, I've done that a couple of times and I quite like to travel with my cycling. Yeah, I like to go back to Rocacorba in Girona every year, but I want to do something different. Simon Richardson posted the Inferno ride on GCN all the way through France, and I looked into it, but what really took my fancy was to do the Inferno that takes you all the way through Switzerland. I've always wanted to ride Switzerland, and that's really exciting. So I put my name down for that early bird solo riding as a solo competitor, and that's in June next year. So that's given me something really exciting to focus my training for all the way through the winter. So Inferno Switzerland is similar to Inferno France. You ride 2 days, so it's a 2-day stage race. You've got to do it as quick as you can, and you cover roughly about 5,000 meters of climbing each day, and a total of roughly 270 miles over the 2 days. So it's chunky and tough, and it's only 2 days. So ultimately, I'm only taking a week out, and I'm challenging myself along the way. So it should be a lot of fun and a massive adventure. I bloody love this wall. It's just so long. It goes literally from the start here all the way to the end, and Goofy is absolutely brilliant. So, catching up with my mate Andy. He lives on the island. You may have seen him in a couple of videos before, but it's always good to catch up with him. And we would like to go flat or to go hilly. We decided we'd go hilly just to add some more feet to the ride today. I don't know what that's going to make it actually. Just looking at the Garmin, that's on 7,000 feet already for 78 miles. So I reckon it'll be about, what, another 800 feet? Maybe about that, I don't know. So you may have noticed I'm no longer in Mallorca, back in Devon. Yeah, I'm back from a holiday in Mallorca, and I was going to finish this video out there, but actually, do you know what? I focused on taking some time off. So let me finish this video off and tell you some of the other things I'm going to be doing in 2024. Righty, let's wrap this up. Traveling with a bike is something that I definitely want to do more of and explore new places. So I've been talking to some of the people that I coach at Velo over the last 6 months, and we're going to put a team together for the Hope Route in the Dolomites. The Hope Route is something I've always had my radar on, and I think it's quite a cool event because they minimise the number of people going to it, and also they really just time you over the flats and undulations and on the ups. Let's talk a bit of training, because I know my bike is in a really good place, but in actual fact, I think when I'm really honest with myself, my strength training needs to be switched up. Now, my squat, my deadlift, my leg press, that's all in a great place, but I've been thinking that I want to do more functionality stuff. I want to work more on my core. I just want to do more in the gym over the winter. So I spoke to a great friend of mine, Lou, and we used to train together. And we used to really challenge each other and put great training sessions together as personal trainers. So I've reconnected back with her, and I'm going to swap gyms at the latter half of this next month. And then we're going to really ramp a few things up, because my focus really is to improve my strength, improve my body composition. I just want to feel stronger. On the subject of training, I'm going to do more videoing about what I do in my training, what I do with my nutrition, what I do in the gym, because a lot of you have sent me messages or left messages under some of my videos saying, what do you do? I know you talk about training and coaching, but what actually are you doing? What sets and reps? Why are you doing this? So I'm going to go a bit more into detail on those things, because if that's what you guys want, that's what I'm going to give. This channel is all about helping you understand how to get the best out of your body as you get older. And I'm excited to share what I do in my training, and hopefully that's going to help you too. Let's talk about the podcast. For now, I'm not going to change the format of it. It's still one podcast a month. But the cool thing is I've just interviewed Coach Sue about menopause, perimenopause, postmenopause. Her understanding of how to coach people through this is absolutely excellent, and it's a fascinating conversation. And I've just recorded a podcast with a coach called Jens. Now, He and I had a really good conversation about motivation and how to keep yourself focused on the thing that you really, really want. I love that conversation with him. He's so much fun to talk to, and I can't wait to share that with you. And the last thing I'm going to do, and this is going to be quite cool actually, I've been toying with this idea for the last couple of months. Now, the BMC I love, which you guys know already, but I've been riding this for nearly 7 months and it's done close to 8,000 miles. And it's looking good, but in actual fact, there's some nicks on it and I want it to look fantastic. So I've got in touch with a great mate of mine, Will Torello, who repainted the Giant and did an absolutely fabulous job on that. And I've been talking about basically getting the BMC stripped down and resprayed. And I'm really excited about what he and I have been talking about. I can't wait to show that to you once it's done. Do me a favor, if you find any of my videos helpful and you've enjoyed some of the content, hit like on this, and please look, leave a comment. It's really good for the algorithm. I'm trying to grow this channel out. I'm not trying to be a YouTuber as such, but it definitely helps draw people towards velo performance, which is what I'm trying to do. So look, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll be back in a couple of weeks. Cheers.